Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope you guys are all well. I want to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Sagittarius out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Sagittarius, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Sagittarius? Okay. A little bit of erratic energy there. Four of Cups in the reverse. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. And the King of Swords. All right, so you're wanting to talk to somebody. Somebody here is on your mind. I feel like with the High Priestess in the reverse, either you have realized something or something has come to light, or you want to reveal something. But you're coming forward with the King of Swords, which is a very direct, very honest, communication. This is somebody who I do feel like you may have tried to release. There's some instability within the connection. And I do feel like you tried to kind of let them go, but you just couldn't. You couldn't stop thinking about them. So let me see who's in your energy here. Show me who is in Sagittarius energy. All right, we have Judgment. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Emperor. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries. So their energy is telling me that if the two of you were together and broke up, they want to have a reconciliation. I do feel like this person loves you, Sagittarius. They're wanting to approach you with this cup of love. And I do feel that with the Emperor here, they're going to take action on this. I feel that they have a very strong energy. And I also think that they're going to take control of this situation. They're going to approach you and in a loving way. So let me see the energy between Sagittarius and this person. Show me the energy between Sagittarius and this person, please. Five of Cups reverse. Yeah, it's a second chance. This is somebody you know, somebody from your past. And I feel like you've never forgotten them. You still think about this person. But there was an ending here, and I do feel that this person wants to bring this back together. I feel like it would be a second chance. You think about it as well. When this ended, it looks like you both kind of went through some depression here. So let me see, show me what's affecting this connection. The Chariot. You could live at a distance from this person. Doesn't have to be, but the Chariot is forward movement. It's rapid forward movement. And also the Chariot is driven by the Emperor, and they're showing up with the Emperor. So I feel like this person is coming towards you to reveal how they feel. Let me see, show me the outcome for Sagittarius. And it might be very sudden. Four of Wands. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. So that's a reason for celebration. That's bringing stability into the situation where there was no stability. And for some of you, this is getting back together. Possibly, getting married in the future. So so far, this is so good. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This is underlying energy. This is indicating that you might have been dealing with somebody that was breadcrumbing you or giving, unequally to the situation. I do feel that, or perhaps, they were selfish. There's definitely some selfish energy that's underlying all of this and a sense of imbalance here. So let's clarify your reading. Spirit, why is the Four of Cups here for Sagittarius? All right, we have the Queen of Wands. There you are in your power. and the King of Cups in the reverse. So you may be thinking to yourself, okay, well, there was a lot of passion in this connection, but I don't know if there was a lot of love. You know, is this person coming towards me, or do I actually love this person? I think you do. I think that you do love this person, but you are definitely keeping that to yourself. Yeah, you're definitely because of the instability, especially emotionally. Yeah, so I feel like you still love this person. You still think about them, but you have a glow up going on as well. You're in your power, Sagittarius, and people are just loving being around you. They feel like you're charismatic. They feel like, you know, you're the it girl or it guy. People just genuinely love to be around you. Let me see. Show me the High Priestess in reverse. All right, 5 of Cups. That's what's reversing between you and that person. 4 of Wands, or 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles. So you haven't been talking to this person. You did go through some depression. You went through a period where you even questioned whether or not this person ever loved you. I do feel like this was a very passionate connection, but you questioned the feelings, you questioned the emotions. I see that when the things ended, there was some depression, and it could have ended because of some sort of secret that came out. I do see that you're very guarded. You haven't been talking or expressing yourself to this person. You're guarding your heart, but I also feel like you've been holding on to this person a little bit as well. Let me see the King of Swords. Show me the King of Swords. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles reversed. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Cups reversed. All right. So you're going to be very matter of fact when you talk with this person, because I do feel like you've been a bit unhappy. I also feel like you have other options. There is somebody new that's in your energy, but you're not investing in that person because you don't feel like that person would truly make you happy. And the reason for that, Sagittarius, is because you're still holding on to this person's energy. So I feel like your heart's not quite open. You know, even though it looks like you tried to move forward, there's still a part of you that is saying, you know, I wonder what would happen if this person came back. So I do feel like you've been quite unhappy for a while. I do feel that the imbalance that was here, you may have felt that this person wasn't investing properly in the connection, and that made you unhappy. But you're going to have the opportunity to express all of this. And I do see communication happening. I feel like it's going to start very small, and then it's going to grow. I feel like this person could reach out to you like with a text or, you know, something very small. And it's going to give you the opportunity to express yourself in a clear, direct, and honest, you know, way. And I do see you doing that. I'm also seeing this person making some sort of an offer towards you. So let me look at their energy. Why is Judgment here for the person in Sagittarius energy? Justice in the reverse, and the 7 of Wands reverse. Yeah, so this person is saying, I want to resolve the conflict that's been here between the two of us. You know, they may have taken poor advice from either close friends or family members, but this person is saying, I used, you know, poor judgment before. I wronged you. I know it was unbalanced, and I know that this wasn't the way to go. Can we work this out? Can we resolve this? This is what's going through their mind. Why is the Knight of Cups here? You might be dealing with a Libra. Pisces energy is here. Page of Wands and the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, they want to reach out to you. They've been waiting to reach out to you. This person might have a difficult time expressing themselves. You know, there's a little bit of immaturity that I see here, but they've grown up a bit during the time that the two of you were apart. I also feel like this person is wondering, have you moved on with somebody new? And I definitely feel like you have the opportunity to, if you choose to. They're going to reach out to you. Again, I'm seeing that it's starting out very small, and it's like an exploratory energy where they're saying, hey, you know, was thinking about you or something of that nature. They're trying to open that door so they can find out, have you moved on? Are you with someone else? Yeah, because they still have feelings for you. And I do feel like this person wants to resolve what took place between the two of you, because they are taking responsibility for having, you know, treated you badly. So they're impatient to talk to you, I will tell you that. Why is the Emperor here? Why is the Emperor here? The Hierophant reversed and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's the same energy. So if they move forward with somebody else at some point, they've ended that. They're not in a connection right now. This person does want to renew this connection. They want to bring in stability into the connection. And I do see you getting together with this person. I see you examining the offer that they're making here. So let me see. And they're going to be the one to initiate that contact as well. Let me see the energy between Sagittarius and this person. Taurus energy is here. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles and we have the Star card in the reverse, Aquarian energy. Yeah, you were moving forward. You were basically, you built a wall around your heart here because of what you went through with this person. And also, I feel like some depression. So you are literally moving forward, even though you do still have some feelings for this person. You were moving forward because you were trying to open yourself up to love. In their energy, this person is definitely saying, I know that I have to do something to resolve the conflict. I know I didn't treat you properly. I know that this wasn't a balanced connection. And I will tell you that their emotions are all over the place. I mean, so you're moving on and they're feeling it. They don't know if you're even with someone else. So sometimes they're even hopeless that it can be resolved. This person's been up in their head quite a bit about this connection. So let me see the Chariot. Yeah, you're walking away. You walked away from this. There's been a period of no communication. All right, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancerian energy. Yeah, you walked away from this. You may have physically moved away from this person in some manner, but I feel like there's been no communication. You went through a very difficult time. It's made you very guarded. And I feel like you haven't talked to this person in quite some time. But they're moving back towards you because they still love you. And they haven't been expressing that. They've loved you the whole time. Now be careful though, Sagittarius, because we do have the King and the Queen of Cups in the reverse, which could indicate that you're dealing with a karmic energy here. So just be careful of that. You know in your heart what's right for you. I do feel like they're going to reach out in a playful manner or maybe flirtatious manner. They're not going to expose their feelings immediately. They're going to hold back emotionally. It's going to be something small. It's going to be something playful in order to kind of open that door, because you haven't talked to this person in quite some time. Honestly, I feel like you still think about this person, but in your mind, you're like, okay, it's time for me to move forward and open my heart to love again, because this did deeply hurt you. So I think it's going to be quite a surprise when this person reaches out. Let me see the Four of Wands. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius. You might even run into this person like at a wedding or because that's, or some sort of a social event that the two of you both are going to. All right, we have the why did I say four? We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Five of Swords. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, so it's going to create some confusion here. This really does look like somebody from your past that you've kind of held on to the energy for a while, but this person put you through it, Sagittarius. And so I feel like you might even show up at some sort of an event, or maybe you're out with someone new, because I see you kind of bristling when this person approaches you. They're going to be kind of playful. They're going to want to try to open this door again, because ultimately they do want a new beginning with you. They want to reconcile. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. But for you, it's going to throw a lot of confusion into this. And I do feel like you're going to be like, well, I don't know what I want to do. You also have a lot of options here. You definitely have options here, and you're not happy with the way this person has treated you in the past. So you might be a little bit snarky in how you handle them, approaching you. Yeah. So be careful with that. I do know that you've already made up your mind that you want the truth and nothing but the truth. You want clarity in the situation. And you're gonna fight for that. So, and this person is bringing in confusion when they approach you. But just know that their ulterior, well, I wouldn't even say ulterior, their ultimate goal is to reunite with you. This is somebody you were with, and there was an ending here of this connection. They didn't treat you right. They know they didn't. They were possibly very withholding of, feelings and emotions. And now that you've finally moved forward, here they come. And I feel like that's just going to rile you up a little bit. Yeah, I do. So I don't think you're going to be inclined to just jump into anything with them. I do see that there will be some communication here. However, that being said, this person is, because of the confusion it's bringing, I think it's going to cause you to be a little irritated with them. Yeah. And if you do run into them, like at an event or something, you might be with someone different. Because I do see that there's somebody else in your energy that you're not really invested in, but you're not happy about how this person's approaching you for some reason. All right, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands in the reverse. That's underlying energy. You might feel that this person's a player. It could be you feel that they're a karmic energy, that you've learned the lessons that you needed to learn. You haven't talked to this person for a while. This could have been a relationship that was on and off and then on and then off. And you finally had started moving forward, but I do feel like there's something that this person is doing as they're coming in towards you that irritates the devil out of you, and you're like going at them hard. So let me see. I'm going to pull an oracle card. There's just something that's not sitting right with you about how this person's approaching you. Okay, it says, awakening ancient wisdom. Deep inner knowing is emerging within me. So let me read that for you. And maybe that's it. Maybe you have a deep inner knowing with regard to this person, So give me a second to find it and I will read that. All right, it says, the wisdom of the ages dwells within you. It's arising now. The chalice of wisdom is being offered to you. Pay attention to the coincidences, signs, and synchronicities around you. Profound enlightenment is growing within you, even if you're not aware of it. The universe wants you to know the wisdom of your ancestors, your predecessors, and all of history exists deep within you. An inner portal is opening as this sacred information pours into your consciousness. You've always possessed innate knowledge, but at this juncture, simply by being still, you're able to access it without even greater perception. You are a wise being, and your wisdom is very supportive and helpful to others. So some of you guys could be teachers, or you could be light workers as well. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Sagittarius. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Sagittarius, know that you are love, and namaste.